Yo, 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 yo,
I can hear you. You can hear me?
yo.
Yo,
Yo. Okay. Mm.
Recording in progress.
yo,
Okay. You can hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
All right. All right. Computer tripping, bro. All right, let's do this, man.
800.
Wait, what you said? Cloud?
Spy going to 800.
Okay. I like that idea. I'm here for it. All right. We're doing spy first?
Yo,
Yo. You said spy to 800?
ooh,
Yep.
Lord, that's insane.
Not impossible, bro. I like that idea for you. I want to get above what this is we got on this field. 762. So yeah, we get closure above 762. I can see that happening. But until then, I'm looking for it to come down. Yeah.
Should get a good little sell off Monday.
Yeah, what this is they saying about he signed something and then they still going to war, whatnot?
Yeah, the deal fell
Yeah.
through, and Israel, the deal fell through because Israel bombed Lebanon Friday morning.
I didn't see nothing on the like we didn't wait, hold on. Did we let me go look at futures right quick.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's see. Yeah, it didn't do nothing. We
But
had no, the futures was open.
on Friday,
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
mean to
open
cut
till
y'all
like
off.
12.
See, I
Go
don't mean to cut y'all off, but when I got a news feed yesterday, like at
ahead.
around 10 o'clock in the morning, saying that Israel and Hezbollah agreed to renew ceasefire as Iran peace talks postponed. Like that came after that strike that happened Friday night or whatnot.
Okay.
They said they had another strike that hit this morning or Oh, overnight this last morning it night. was another strike then. Yeah.
Oh
And Futures
Lord.
not didn't react to it. Well,
Well,
it
it
happened
it
last
closed
night.
at yeah, it closed at 12. It wasn't open the whole day. And then I mean it's Saturday now. So it'd be interesting to see what else we got. Video. It really ain't do nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Holding this line. I ain't got nothing now. Tesla.
We should be back to what we was at like 2 weeks ago, right?
Oh, with Tesla?
Shit. Just about everything right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Who else with UNH? Nope. Doge.
Tesla is stinky stuff.
What's another one we got? Oh, so fine. Yeah, it was a flat week though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. We did Nvidia, huh? Yeah. What else I got?
I mean, shit, looking at this shit, we back in that same area we had that 200-point sell off on that Thursday, that Friday. Look like ain't nothing come out of that. We all traded back into that.
Yeah, we still like we ain't hit the all-time high last week, but we still just at an all-time high, so it could be a cool off, sell off. You're just waiting for something more than what we got last week. Ugh. Microsoft look like it's trying to go, boy. Yes, sir.
And what direction?
Down.
You can look at Amazon for me? Because I feel like I missed the move on Microsoft.
God damn. This is really happening. Then that gap we wanted to hold, we closed underneath.
And that what you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
If it closed beneath that gap and take it to what, like 350?
Yeah.
But seeing that it created another gap, should I wait for like a little pullback into that inefficiency before I get shut?
Yeah, they usually you could just can't like it'll just keep selling. I mean, you could wait for it. Ideally, you'll want to come back in this gap and then sell off.
Yeah, okay.
But
if I'm gonna just take the breakout, you'll see just go light because it might just keep selling a slow grind down.
Yeah, it ain't go. To me, it ain't gonna make no sense because let's say we open at 360.
Yeah,
that could be all they want to do for that week. You get what I'm saying?
So
now
just find me
waiting.
an actionable on a lower time frame to sell it back out.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. All right, just go hit it now because I'd have missed, like you say, I missed all of this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I seen where I wanted. I had my levels marked. I don't know what made me hesitate.
This is a badass dog. Look at that candle. But yeah, we come down here. I'll definitely be trying to give me a call, even if you don't take the high.
Yeah, I feel like 350 to buy it should step in right there.
Yeah, I'll be looking at the price of like a 500 for 2 years out from down here.
Yeah.
Try to nail this kind of what we talking about. This buying opportunity here. You go get you like a 2-year leap, 1-year leap, and not January 2027. Just like a full year.
Put a fib on it for me, Wayne.
So when you go that far out, you trying to catch the whole move or you buying insurance?
What you mean?
So I'm saying a 2-year leap, 500 code. You trying to catch like as far as the whole move back to all time high and more, or you just buying all that time for insurance? Like what I'm saying, like what be your plan with it?
If I was buying it,
yeah,
I would just be buying it so I could go do other shit.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like a ain't nothing guaranteed, but this is like the highest probability. And now I could just let that contract
Just let it cook. Don't even
let
look
it,
at it.
yeah, let it cook, let it do whatever. You heard me?
Yeah, because I never did a leap, but when I do it, I'm like, man, I want more than 100% on a leap. If I got a year to 2 years
They,
out, like I want this bitch to cook. If I
I'm
got
gonna
all
tell
this
you
time,
what. This the thing about it. Certain stocks is gonna do that. That's why I personally backed off of options because you really don't know. It really got it's the strike price
yeah,
and the time that it happens.
yeah,
For futures, we could just count the ticks and know what we're getting. So like I
I don't know
don't
what
know.
y'all getting regardless.
Yeah, I don't know when 100% of hit. Like I had a XLK, bro.
Yeah,
It took a year for the shit to go 100%.
right.
But I bought it at the money. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So now I had to go. It almost had to put 100% up on the stock price for it to go 100%, just because
yeah.
it took so long
I get what
to,
you're saying.
to start moving.
Yeah,
But and then you look at this part of, let's say you pay um let's say you pay like 5,000 for a 2 year leap, right?
yeah,
And then it do 100% in 6 months. It's 5K. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's just not gonna move like a 2 week. You're not just gonna get the 100% that quick unless it run. If it
yeah.
run crazy, then
I feel like if you catch the bottom with a great entry, it's gonna give you some type of pop straight out the gate.
yeah. But you're gonna be paying for that contract, so that pop. Let's say 2 months and you get 80%.
Yeah,
Because you're like, I won't get 100%. Now you're gonna really be like, do I want to hold this motherfucker right now,
right. Well,
or
yeah.
do I
Now this up
want?
to
You know
your
what I'm
risk
saying? Oh, I
management.
got
Yeah,
so much time on it. I don't know what I want to do. Like
right.
it's running right now, but
Yeah,
that's that's just the cost of doing business. You hear me? You
yeah.
have
The
to.
only way I'm playing elite is if I could catch it at the bottom and that bitch $100 and I hit my strike price 2 months ago. I'm not catching no leap to get no 100%. Oh no,
Yeah.
300%. I'm
I
straight
mean,
on that.
fuck. Yeah,
I want 1,000% out of leap.
It's gonna be hard to get though. That bitch, it'll really have to go crazy,
yeah,
and it's gonna be It's gonna be like,
Yeah,
uh,
you'll have to catch a sand this MU, some shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was about to say it had to be one of them to where that momentum, the volume more than anything. Now people just paying for that bitch. Like they won't be a part of it. And now the bid and the eggs, all that stuff going wild and everything like that. But you been in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's selling for more than it's even worth. And then I get out, you hear me? And even with that, one contract, you can be like, do I sell now? Do I keep it? Do I go get something else in the same sector? Now if it ran already, do I buy another SanDisk? Why is that an all-time high? You get what I'm saying? It'll be to your conviction and what opportunity you see. If you spot another, uh, you'll be waiting for like another pullback, and then you might say, "All right, I'm gonna roll out of this contract and I'll roll into this one, or I'll just put some money up and get me another contract and still let that first initial one I bought still let that be my safety net for this little the 6 month contract I might take." You hear me? But yeah, Microsoft look bad. I ain't gonna say bad. That's the wrong word. Microsoft look like it's about to give a great opportunity to get in. So right, this 338. that level right there, I'll be looking to get in there. And if you bought the other side to that, is you bought time, you'll be able. If it decides to go lower, you'll be able to get out. You'll have time to sit in it, and it's not gonna go to zero because you have so much time left. So you might take like a 10% loss or something on it. If you're like, man, it's about to. I feel like it's gonna consolidate. We saying it should bounce from this number. Let's say it close underneath here, and it's fucking around again to like it don't want to go break through it. You might be like, all right, let me get out. I'm down 15% on that contract, and I'll wait for it to start going back up. So that's the other part of having time, not necessarily the upside. You won't just the theta won't kill you as quick as a 6-month contract, a 3-month, or a 2-month contract.
6-month contract, y'all don't count that.
That's not elite, but I'm saying somebody might want to get in. If somebody say I got a 6-month 400, I'm not mad at that contract, bro.
Yeah.
That's not a bad contract at that number we talking about.
I think 6-month contract doing my speed 6 months.
Yeah, a 400.
Like I'm gonna come short. I ain't gonna go way out the money.
Yeah, I ain't going 6-month all time high. Sounds cool, you get what I'm saying? But a 6-month 400 from where we at, I like that. You heard me? A year, you could go higher. You could say a year 400. It'll really be what you won't pay.
Is it fair to say that we should be looking for longer contracts at the end of the year going into, or at the beginning of the year going into like spring, summer, as opposed to trying to catch you a leap like around this time, or maybe even like August, September type shit? Only because of just seasonality, how we, what I'm saying? Like, for the last 2 years, I know at least December to March, April, we sell off, and then we just take off like a rocket from April to like basically now. You know what I'm saying? Consolidate, might move up a little bit, chop again to sell off until like November. Do a little Christmas rally, sell off, and then we back chopping or selling off in that first quarter of the year.
You can look at it like that, but to me, I'm more focused on my price of entry. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So now, let's say it gave you this number and we don't consolidate. You get what I'm saying? Or we don't follow the seasonality of it, of like you go to that chart that I showed y'all.
Yeah.
It doesn't give a number of like, oh, it's gonna go up $40 in June. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna go. You don't know what the next break gonna look like. It's not a set number in that aspect. It's just that usually during these months, it opens at it. You get a green candle. They don't say the green candle gonna be this big, the red candle gonna be this big. They just letting you know there's a higher probability. There's a 75% chance this candle gonna be red, this candle gonna be green. There's a 100% chance from the data that they've collected that this gonna be green, XYZ, but you don't know how far that run gonna take you or where it's gonna take you to. You have the predetermined your levels and your gaps that, all right, I think price gonna go there, but you don't know how far you're gonna be from that price. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you move fixated on buying the buy.
Buying, what looks like a good number, a level, a sweep. Let me get in here, and again, the company. So if Palantir had this set up, SoFi had this set up, I might tell y'all some crazy shit like, all right, I'm waiting for it to come down to 211. I just can't. I'm not gonna disrespect Microsoft like that. You see what I'm saying? So now I know this price might not come up anymore. This would be like a double bottom.
Higher highs, higher lows.
Yeah, you've been reading the Candlestick Bible. See, I'm low on my redfish. If you want to go half on the box next week.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right, for sure.
When you going over there?
Probably be next week because I'm down to like 4 weeks.
All right.
Well, yeah, how much is a box of redfish?
100.
Okay.
How many pieces you get in there?
Between 18 and 20, all depends.
Oh, that's a lick.
Yeah, that's a lick. You know how much I paid for my redfish plate last night?
From Rum House?
30.
The 35.
Yeah, $30.
Yeah.
You was at Rum House?
Yes, sir.
You be around, dog.
Yes.
I got you. That's cool. I got you though.
Friday nights for the lady.
Rum House, and then you go to
The balcony.
the balcony.
The balcony.
Right across
right
the
up the
street.
street.
Right across the street.
Yeah. All right.
Today, Red Door Jones.
This man here. All right.
Oh man.
What's our next stock, man?
Yeah,
Y'all
let's
looking
take
for
a look
some
at the
news on
video.
this, dog. Watch this bitch, bro. That's gonna be a good deal.
Video. Chop.
Yeah, the more Nvidia trade, the more I don't like it, bro. This shit is
like y'all see.
No trader that like the video.
huh?
Yeah, I said I don't really know no good seasoned trader that like the video. But y'all feel like it don't move for the size of the market cap that it got. Like
Bitch
it should
acting
be
like Apple right now, bro. But again, like Mike brought up the other time, it had a fucking incredible run.
Yeah.
It really did, bro.
Last 2 years, it made
Yeah.
millionaires.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, I looked at it from y'all point of view. Like, fuck, we really caught Nvidia on the back end as far as me. Like, I caught her on the back end. I wasn't as knowledgeable to trading when that bitch was $1,000. So, like,
Dog.
We had an opportunity last year at the $97.
no, that too. But I'm just saying, this was $1,000 stock at one point.
Oh yeah, and then he did the stock split.
Yeah, so how I'm looking.
Huh?
Hey,
Like,
I'm
y'all
looking
go
at.
through our shit, bro. I remember, I think a couple of us got in that trade. We took like a 225 to 260 on Nvidia. And that bitch never stopped running since that 225 entry.
Yeah.
Well, it's stopped now, but this was before the splits and stuff. So you're looking at 240. We call it like a 225. Sell it at 260. And that bitch just kept running. I don't know how many splits we did in between to actually point out what number it was or what it would be on this new chart. But probably if I put it in my phone, we'll see like the date, and it just kept running. It never pulled back again. It went past 265. Never went back to 265. Again, off of the older chart numbers and everything before the pre-split. You get what I'm saying? So it could be one of those. Let's look at this. Come on.
NVIDIA applaud the AMD times 2.
That's a 3-1-2 reversal. Is that a 1? Yeah, that's a 1. I was right.
Yes, man, yeah.
I just feel as though if you don't know what this, you can't read the straight, you an imbecile.
Used to. No, 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 no.
That an inside bar? Yeah, that's an inside bar.
What the- What's the next step?
I'm saying, you don't think I mean, as far as us trading options, because y'all just fuck with the futures. So you don't think like all the memory stocks since they running, that's the way where we need to be watching?
I again,
I mean, they've been
you
running
can
for the last 3 months. So I mean,
right. You can
we missed it basically. Cause I remember on was goddamn on AMD, what this was, SanDisk, MU. I remember MU was goddamn $200.
and that's why I say this too, bro. We are only going off of like big companies. Y'all would have to do your own due diligence with the memory stocks. Like I came across a thing when Trapper was talking about copper. I don't have any belief in that. You hear me? It serves me no purpose because I'm not really back to like option trading or trying to uh, build an option portfolio again. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So those things don't get my attention like somebody who's actually trading. You know, I tell you with like the Twitter stocks, if you have some information that you believe in, that you know what I'm saying, that's like, I wouldn't even say Twitter, like uh trappers and Ian and I don't know who else actually like do deep dives. Joe Roman, would I think that's his name. Those dudes that be on CNN and they giving you like scoops and they giving you their conviction with them. If you have information like that, it makes sense to you. That's somebody called saying this. It ain't just do this on his own because people buying it. You get what I'm saying? So whoever that guy was that had his belief on it, he probably didn't expect it to go this high, but they had people talking about memory. We just I wasn't privy to that information because I'm not looking for it.
Right.
That'll be our own personal research.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't chasing that shit. I'm looking for the next sector.
Yeah, and that would be again, they talking about something. I'm only saying travel because first I brought up copper, and then I seen this nigga make a post about, oh, nobody looking at copper. You heard me? His argument by me being the electrician, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. You get what I'm saying? He had a better argument when he was talking about water because water is constantly used. For copper, it's reused in the sense of once they build this data center, You don't need more copper to let the data center run. That's how he explained it. You're going to use this much copper, XYZ. But once you use that copper and build that data center, they're not burning copper to keep the data center like running. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Use
they
the
don't
copper to
need
build
water.
it, and that's a wrap. Like that's that. You see what I'm saying? Once the shit is built, or once they, all right, I'm gonna need uh for me doing a house, just to make it a more compact thing. If I need 2,000 feet of copper to build this house, when I start that job, I'm gonna get the 2,000 feet, and I'm not going back to Home Depot for no more copper. That's that. You see what I'm saying? The next house, all right, I need more copper. I'm going to get what I need to complete that job a little bit more, but it's not the house is not gonna keep on needing copper for the energy to work. So he was like, "Oh, you're gonna need this much energy." To me, you should be looking at the electrical companies. They're gonna make money for them running those data centers. So I'm not looking at copper. I'm looking at the energy sector of y'all energy bill gonna be high as a motherfucker, and that's revolving. You see what I'm saying? So now scratch that shit. Once we build it, that's that. Let's look at the energy companies that's serving right now. They saying not they saying, this is an actual thing. DC, y'all can look it up. Who got the most data centers in the area? All right, which energy company is over uh the DC area where we building 10, 15 data centers at? That's what I'll be looking at versus the initial use of copper. What's going to recur and keep on making money? Energy, energy, energy. Water. He brought up the water and energy. That's the sectors I will be looking at. And when Ben brought it up a couple of years ago, those companies had already ran, but we never went back and looked at some of those names that he had brought up. So that's my 2 cents on that. It might be energy, please. You hear me? Versus I'm gonna buy people that use that supply copper. That makes sense to y'all.
Yep.
So again, those companies, you have to do your own research. I don't know them. I'm even with me telling y'all that now, I'm probably not gonna look them up because I'm just not into buying options on it. Might ask me why. I don't know. I'm constantly day trading. You hear me? Eventually, I get into that and go back options when I want to do leaps and stuff like that. But I'm not in that space right now. I'm just charting, giving numbers.
On to futures. Fuck it.
Wait, look at QCon.
But don't they have earnings coming up now?
Don't make me lie.
What number you had on this? Cause you gave us a number, right?
Yeah, I was in a 250. That shit went to 230 and went the other way.
Oh, yeah, you did say 250.
I got out. I sold. Just because the market conditions was bad. So once that bitch got like it gapped up, got to 230, I think twice, and I just sold. I saw it kept on testing 230 and failing. But that's what I was thinking about getting a $300 call, like and letting it go a couple months.
And this was off of Twitter too, huh?
Yeah, that bitch been running QCon.
Yeah, from down here. Hmm. I said the from where is that now? I don't.
What? What you see? Just consolidation?
No. It could be going higher, like on a monthly. Is this the monthly? Yeah. I would have wanted you about to print a hold on. You about to print a one right now, huh? This is gonna be inside. You ain't got a high, low.
Yeah,
That's a
that'll be a
one.
one.
So now you call it a one. I'll call it I'll this will be a three, so a mother bar. So now I'm
Yeah,
looking to
that's a
see if we're
three.
gonna consolidate and now I'm waiting for a breakout on either side. The problem is it's such a big candle, right? Because let me see, the high is 259 and the low is 164. It's like $100 candle, right?
Yeah,
Well, we could trade inside of it and it can consolidate up here. I gotta wait for like a breakout after this month, either direction. This is a all time high three. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So now it's like, wait, do I buy it here? Do I try to get a little small pop? How you was trying to get? What I'm doing with it, and then it's a company that I have no connection to outside of was a Twitter stock they bought up.
yeah,
It is not telling me nothing. Like this memory also.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, it's memory. Those stocks are running, so now I'll be looking for my breakout to the upside, but I'll be waiting for like a confirmation on that break to the upside. Then I'll be getting into to get into that next leg of whatever this run gonna be. But right now, it didn't already hit the all time high, and now we printing a three and a one. So now I gotta wait. It could go either way from now. You hear me?
right.
Like you're saying, they could be rotating out of memory and putting their money somewhere else. So that's why I'm just kind of looking at it like it ain't no, it's nothing right now. It then already went with its move. Yeah, another one y'all was looking at.
IO and Q.
Should have gotten this with Lou, bro.
Wait, who?
Well, Lou got this, I mean, Maul,
I don't know.
that shit
I
had to
know
be about eight
I've been
months
holding
ago, bro.
INOQ for like I think I've been holding INOQ for maybe almost 2 years now.
It wasn't
Coming
two
up on
years.
2 years. Last year,
Huh.
like the beginning of last year, or something, I assume.
I'm thinking, yeah. So if he was in round here, I don't know if you was in too, but that bitch ran last year.
Yeah, I think I bought shares at like $22 and $25, some shit like that.
Yeah, if I put this, I ain't put this on there recently. Again, all time high, sold off, swept, major gap, tested gap, ran up, failed on this one. So I'll be looking for another closure above this gap to then go try to take out the high. But right now, it closed above it and then went right back down. So how far down is gonna go? If you got like an order block down there or some shit, I'm telling you, not asking you.
That red candle, that's the order block, right?
Let me go back. Yeah, they already tested this one. It ran up, came down, tested it, and then that's what got it to go fill its gap, and then turn back around.
Why when I get in on inverted hammer, just go the other way?
I think you had to point out the hammer
What you mean?
because to me, even though we say um I don't know why it's sold off. It could be the news. You get what I'm saying? I One part of it is news. The other part is that it could have been more than the inverted hammer. You see what I'm saying? Like you were only honing in on that key when they have all types of different ways of setups that are being traded. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And time frames. It could have been an inverted hammer on this time frame versus another time frame.
right.
Be a doja on this one, XYZ on the next one. You get what I'm saying? So
On the swing, I get in on the hourly. On the day trade, I get in on the 5 or the 15. I mean the
and
5 minute.
and they this is another thing I want you to realize you saying every time I get in on an inverted hammer, it goes the opposite way. You have a certain way you're trying to play the hammer, right?
Right.
I would take that shit out of my trading. Um,
I mean,
my trading setups.
I go with the full time frame continuity too. Like I look at the 4 hour, I look at the hourly.
Whatever. Look, whatever it is you're doing, you know that fucking hammer not working for you. Like you said, you told us I got this fire set up. This the one for me. I wouldn't be not saying you still taking inverted hammers, but that'll be a part of the data I'm collecting. Like every time I get in and I try to do the inverted hammer shit, it go
Hey,
another
maybe
way.
it's not the ham, it's the level that he getting in there.
It could be, but he brought up the ham again. He's and when you doing those trades and it's failed, you could come. Because what I used to do is I'd be like, man, I got in here, and then I ask Mike, I'd be like, what you see with this? I got in right here, bro. I don't know how this happened. And then he'd be like, oh well, and I'm this is not his words. I'm just going up with shit that y'all know. Oh, that was a 2-2-2 reverse or a woo woo woo. Like I would have traded it like this. Now that could be that the candles have already printed and we looking at the tape now for what it is, or he could have literally been like, I wouldn't have never bought that because I was actually would have been selling from this gap that pushed down, and right now it'll be some shit like, oh, it never took out that swing low, it never did this, it never did that. So I wouldn't even took that hammer, that inverted hammer at all.
So Big, you saying add some confluence to the inverted hammer, like have more reason than that it's just an inverted hammer.
I'm
Like, what's your
saying,
5 other reasons to take this tree?
no, I'm saying when he doing his tape
Yeah,
on his trade and that bitch keep failing, and like say he got the idea of getting in that inverted hammer in a certain type of way, just really diving into that tape if it's something that he can what's the word I'm looking for? He can identify the inverted hammer.
right.
So he wants to learn everything around it. You get what I'm saying? Why is it going to reverse? Which way should I really be playing it for how I'm reading the inverted hammer?
Right.
I could look at it and see buy. He could look at it and see sell. He could see the inverted hammers on a 5-minute could be an indication for me to buy, an indication for me to sell. But it's all going off of his tape and how he's identifying it. Me and Mike, like Supreme used to always tell us that how y'all always on the same thing, but y'all be talking about different shit. Y'all both will be buying for separate reasons. You get what I'm saying? And the shit'll just always work out to where I bought here, he bought there, but we both was on the buy side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just them how we saying trading journal, just what this bitch doing? What can I identify with these trades that I'm taking?
And you're darn to see why your trade going the opposite way.
Yeah, why? Is it something else? Is it something that make it be an inverted hammer? Is it if you gonna trade it? If you not and you're just trying some shit out, at this point I'm scrapping it because that shit don't really. I'm gonna be like the shit don't work, and then you could be like, man, I always trade inverted hammers. That's fine for you. It don't work for me. You get what I'm saying? Because I like being on an hourly. I don't want to go nowhere else. So if Nell's saying I see the inverted hammer on an hourly because that's what I be trading, the inverted hammer doesn't work on an hourly for me. Fuck everybody else, you heard me? Even if somebody taught it to me, that bitch don't work for me. Get that out of my playbook because I'm fucking with the hourly though because I have so many other trades that work on the hourly. You get what I'm saying? I have so many other setups that work on the hourly. I like the way the candles move on the hourly. All these other things, I'm not gonna stop trading it because of the fucking inverted hammer. I'm gonna get rid of the inverted hammer, and I'm gonna go back to my setup, and I'm gonna keep on building my confidence around my A plus setup. My A setup because I like the way the candles move on this time frame. That makes sense?
Yeah, I see where you're at with it.
So that you just picking and pulling things, that's gonna work really for you. Asking us is be like, all right, this adds to my setup. You heard me? I'll pay attention to that because all right, they saying they looking at this and this is why mine failed, this is why mine worked. You know what I'm saying? That'll just add to I'll be looking another confirmation on my trade. And even with that, you don't even want to get you don't want to start having too much shit you need for your trade to work. Cause now it'll stop you from taking your trade sometime. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to build too much around it. You won't find a nice little caveat of what's working for you and not I need this to cross, I need the MACD to do this, I need this to do that, I need to print a 3, and now you done built all this shit up and all those boxes not gonna check every time, bro. So now you're gonna find yourself sitting on your hand too much if you start building too much around trades that work for you. Just accept your loss. It didn't work this time, but out of 10 times, it worked 6 times, and it works. When it does work, it works way better than when it don't work. You get what I'm saying? So when this setup happens, the run to the upside is way greater than the run to the downside of these trades that I lost. It'll go down a little bit, and then I might get stopped out, but it don't keep on selling off. But when it run, that them candles that come after this setup forms, it be love. I just be in la la land, you hear me?
So what exactly is his strategy? If you don't mind telling me.
Who strategy?
Who said something about an inverse hammer?
That's
That was
now.
now. Again, like that, I was telling them, however you trade the 5 minute, go to a 5 minute, 1 hour, whatever it is. I traded the 5 minute on SPY. I traded the 1 hour on SPY. Go back to go to the daily for me. Go to the hourly. Go to 12 o'clock Tuesday. You heard me? What y'all would have did with this whole setup? What y'all got? You get what I'm saying? This what I traded. I took it like this, dot, 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 dot. And then we could start dissecting it from there. Bam, 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 bam. All right, I took another one Friday. You get what I'm saying? And then I wanted it to go up. I wanted it to go down. I got to put XYZ. This was at 9 o'clock Friday. If he brings that information back, we not necessarily going to be talking about the hammer. We'll just be talking about everything around it. And then he'll probably start finding the consistencies in why the bit's selling. But I don't know. He just said inverted hammer. They got plenty of them like all over this motherfucker. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I don't know what the setup is. It was just a general inverted hammer. He had to tell us that. And even with them telling us, we'll need to know what every other candle around it did. How did we get to this inverted hammer? You just bring that information back, and we all of us are reading charts now. We all can look at it and be like, all right. If it's something you want to fuck with, if you can identify inverted hammer, and like I kind of was having some success with it, and then it started going the opposite way after that.
I mean, really, I look for the break of the next hammers and try to see which way it's gonna go. But fuck, I don't know. I might have to reevaluate the whole way I've been looking at the shit because I've been getting smoked.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. So when Hakeem came, is several times you'll hear him say, "Hey, y'all look at this," because I was looking at it this way. We've all heard him say that before. You get what I'm saying? And then we go to that area. Look, because I was thinking this was gonna do dot 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 dot. When you start explaining more shit, even when we're talking about the Twitter stocks, when you start explaining more, the more information you give us, the more we could work with. Versus, hey, I traded the inverted hammer and that bitch always going the opposite way. I'm just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially with somebody that don't trade inverted hammer. Like I always tell you, I don't know exactly what you're trading, but you might put me on something. We all still like learning. You get what I'm saying? It's so much shit in this bitch. So I'm not gonna knock your style. I picked up. Me and Mike still don't necessarily trade the same setup. I just added that to how I trade gaps and made it fit what I can identify and what works for me. You get what I'm saying? So, bam. He's like, oh, like Mike been on ICT, what, 2-3 years? Supreme got on it. I actually came after Supreme was like, yeah, you might want to watch that. So that was another bet. I was like, all right, both y'all motherfuckers trading it. We both doing futures. All right. All three of us doing futures. All right, I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. But I talked to both of them dudes about ICT because they better at ICT than me. But if they telling me some shit work, you heard me? I'm a look at it.
Yeah,
And I
take heed
started,
to it.
yeah, I started understanding them more. Hey, Supreme will tell you, I call him and be like, look, show me exactly what you're talking about. Give me the time frame on it. You hear me? And then some shit I'd be like, okay, then when he know when he go to 1 minute, I'll be like, dog, I'm not fucking doing that. You get what I'm saying? It's too fast for me. I don't get it. And he had success on the 1 minute, but them two niggas, they'll go 1 minute. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I still have other things that I've learned that work for me, and it's hard for me to be like, I'm gonna undo that to go where they at, and I'm uncomfortable at. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we just
It's
all
also degenerate behavior. I ain't gonna lie. It's also degenerate. I ain't gonna lie.
But even so for instance, that's true. But guess what? I used to trade on a 10-minute and a 1 hour, right? When the actual market is only open for what, about 5 to 6 hours. So now me trading on an hourly only gives me 6 chances to be right. But if I go down to the 5 minute, I'll have more setups. I have more gaps to trade. You get what I'm saying? So I was doing 1 hour and I was doing 10-minute. I would not trade on the 5 minute. Now you can't pay me to go back to the 10-minute because Mike was like, dog, you might want to come down to the 5 minute. You hear me? I came down to the 5, then he was like, no, you might want to come down to the 1. I was like, no. I'm gonna stay. I'm comfortable with the 5. It's just enough for me. You get what I'm saying? So again, just we all in here to build together. We take some information, we throw away the other shit. It worked for somebody, it don't work for me. None of us is not about who wrong and who right. It's about us making the fucking money, bro. I
That's
don't
the
care.
fact.
Yeah, I don't care who right. I talk to all y'all. I asked you now, what setup you trading? Next time you take it, send it to me and just try to break it down for me more so I can see like, oh, that's a bet. I might, when it come to options, I might trade it that way. Or I start looking at it and back testing it when I'm on a futures chart. Like, all right, so what you said you do again now? All right, bam, bam, bam. What time frame you on? All right, bet. I'm back testing that shit. If I ask you that, that's because I plan on looking to it. My partners, they trade open range trades.
That's all I'm about to say. Y'all don't use
Yeah,
the
I asked
Arbonne
them.
futures?
Y'all bought up Strat, and then me and Mike calling out numbers. Cause we tried it. I'm not turning nothing down that a nigga say working. I'm a back test and see if it worked for me. Every time y'all bring up anything, we'll joke about it. That's because we have our experience with it. But if you, hey, I've been trading the open range. Why? I back test the open range. It don't work for me. Some people say open range is 15 minutes. Some people say it's 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Some people say, oh, this way, that way. If it don't work for me, I'm not telling you
You're supposed
wrong
to mark the first 15-minute candle and go down to the 5 or the
for
5
your
minute.
entry. And then I got dudes who do the first 30 minutes. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
yeah.
I've heard more people on IG say 15, but then they didn't send me videos of some guys saying, all right, 30 minutes is better because XYZ and, the 4-hour closing and dot. So when it was first introduced to me, it was the 30 minutes, right? And then I tried back testing the 15 minute. I found more success that if I was trading ES, the 30-minute shit by me back testing it, I see why those dudes is making money with it, right?
Yeah.
I just don't like it because it has nothing to do with the gaps that I like to trade.
Right.
So me identifying it, or me being like, damn, when I go to work, am I free to trade the open range trade? What am I usually doing around this time?
Right.
I like it because they trade the open range and then they done with the market. So I like that idea of every day you're gonna have. But there was things that they couldn't explain to me about it. Cause I was like, all right, how long are you waiting for a breakout to the upside or the downside? They couldn't answer that. So I was like, what if it breaks out? It finally breaks at like 1:00. Do you still feel confident in I'm gonna buy that breakout? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you handle that? What if the range is so big, like we get a huge candle at 9:45 that's, one of those breakout candles. Do I still wait for the test for it to come all the way back down here and it's really doing like a sell-off? You want me to step in front of that sell-off? Like, how do you
Wait, so when you say the opening range, what are you saying specifically?
8:30 to 8:30 to 8:45, right?
8:45.
You
Yeah.
marking that range, right?
Oh, okay.
That
So the first
15-minute
15.
candle is astronomical. We get one of
Right.
them ones, you know what I'm saying? What do you do in that instance? Do you just buy? Do you wait for it to I'm sorry, say 8:45 hit, and then the 8:50 candle is that bitch run and take out a swing high that me and you know about, Supreme.
Yeah. I'm
What
on
are
the
y'all
swing
doing at
highs.
that point? What are y'all looking at? What's your target? A lot of those dudes couldn't give me a target on an open range trade. So now I ain't got a
Okay. I
target.
see what you're
You get what
saying.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they
Yeah.
couldn't explain that to me, I liked ICT because like this is what we aiming for. It gave me a target to aim for. You get what I'm saying? It gave me a target that was bigger than, all right, I'm just gonna trade this gap fill. You see what I'm saying? So those are things that I back tested. All right, what's this? What's that? What worked for you? What don't? We
So
just going. We what's up?
King.
Well,
What about the TTO?
a TTO.
Yeah.
That's basically when a pullback into a gap, you just taking a reverse out the gap. So if something got momentum, see I get that huge 15-minute candle, like how you talking about on the opening range.
Right.
I'm more of a break and retest, so I let it break because so many times I done took a break out and got smacked. I'm gonna let it break, but then I'm gonna drop down to the 5 and I'm gonna see if you got this huge ass 15-minute candle, it's some type of gap on the 5. So I'm gonna wait for a
Hopefully,
pullback into that gap and catch
hopefully,
since I'm a strat. Hopefully you're right, and since I'm a strat trader, I'm gonna catch a 2-2 reversal out this gap. But I need this 2-2 rev to hit some type of PDRE. It got to hit an order block, a gap, or some type of support and resistance level for me to want to take it. And
it
then it
gotta
got to make a hammer. Then I'm gonna take it.
it gotta play. You know what I heard when you said that?
What?
It gotta play back into the scratch.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
So
saying?
that
Because
give it that I
I'm
learned
saying
like I
that to
rem
say this.
yeah,
I'm saying that to say this. It has when you look at all those other things, you wanted
yeah,
to play back into the scratch because that's what the fuck you like.
yeah.
You get what I'm
See, I
saying?
remember when I
I'm
first started, and I ain't know how to. I'd be like, "How y'all get in and out of trade?" And then the straight just told me, "All right, just take the break of this candle or something like that," and I got comfortable like that. So once it hit, like you know, what I'm saying it got to be some type of, it got to be a gap or auto block or some type of key level for it to hit and reverse off it, or to break it and retest it. Then I'm gonna use the straight to get me in. If you get what I'm
so
saying.
no, we saying see your comfort is the scratch. Mine is the gaps. I build around all of y'all's stuff that y'all tell me to see how I fit in the gaps that I like to trade. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's getting whatever TTO you just called out. Akeem
yeah. It's
said,
some straight.
I'm
It's a
I'm
triangle. Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
waiting
make a
for it to come
triangle.
back to my strategy that I like, and then I'm gonna take my trade. So I understand the I'm saying for you, he understands the TTO, but he's gonna get it. He gonna break it down to what he like, which is the scratch. And once the scratch says, All right, you good, bro. Do your thing. Then he ain't just going off with TTO or none of that shit. It got to come back to the scratch because that's where I'm at with it. No problem with that. You hear me? Whatever Mike and them tell me or whatever y'all tell me, it got to come back to the gaps for me. And
Yeah,
then
like
I'm
the
gonna
rules
trade.
of engagement type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. If it come back to my people, yeah, I'm looking at your shit. But when y'all come back to me, that's when I'm gonna take mine. You hear me? That open range trade, if they ain't got no gap on that open range trade when they break out of that range, I ain't taking it. I don't give a fuck. What they'll make all the
Yeah,
money
because
y'all want.
every time I done took a breakout for some unknown reason, this bitch gonna pull back to a gap and stop me out. So I'm like, it don't make sense to take a breakout. Just if I miss it, I miss it. Let it pull back to this gap.
And that's all with again, it all goes back into you finding something that you can identify and that you have the most understanding of, and you could take that other shit and just add that to what you understand. You heard me? Because somewhere, some time frame, it's doing what you wanted to do. Now, let's say if I go open range trade again, I say, all right, a lot of times it doesn't make a 5 minute gap. And then I tell Supreme about the shit. And he say, nigga, when I back tested it, I'm a 1 minute guy. That bitch always make a gap on the 1 minute when it's breaking out of that range. And then I say, oh, well, it's a gap. Yeah. Let me go down to the 1 minute when I'm deciding I want to trade the open range. Because Supreme said it always, 9 times out of 10, is going to make a gap on the 1 minute. Bet. Let me go down to the 1 minute.
Yeah,
It's
personally,
back
I'm
to the
not comfortable
gaps that I
trading the 1 minute.
understand. Perfect. I'll take it now because it's still a belief that I have about gaps and me always studying gaps. So now I'm trading the open range trade because Supreme put me on game. Usually you're going to get a 1 minute breakout out of the shit. Is a higher percentage you're going to get a 1 minute versus a 5 minute breakout gap for you to trade once it breaks the open range. So you're just adding that shit to what you believe and what you can identify, and you build your own thing, and you gonna end up telling nigga, did what I do. And then that might work for somebody else. It might add to they outlook on the market. They're gonna either go all the way with your move because they understand it and they believe in it, or they gonna add it to their little, what they got going on.
Right. So a prime example will be, I say like the last 3 days, if you've been in my extreme. Like the 5 didn't present a gap, but he'll go to the 1 and he'll go back to the 5 for his confirmation and be like, oh, it did test that 1 again. So like the 1 is always like a precursor to what's about to happen. It's just giving you early entry. That's it. Like it's still, like I said, degenerate behavior, but it's for a good time, not a long time. If you want something to be successful in like what you actually trade, whether it's the 5 to 15 or whatever, stick to that. But at the end of the day, like he was saying, the 1 is just a precursor to what's about to happen. And at some point in time, it will test it. You see it all the time, all the time. I don't generally just trade the 1 every time, but I stick to the 5 to 15 in the 1 hour. That's it.
And then even with him saying that now,
Yeah.
this is what you want to take from that. We still talking about futures. We still talking about the NQ. We could go to the ES with that same strategy and get fucking cooked because the ES moves different. So just taking that, you got to use it on. That shit might work with Tesla. It's just that when you find success, even if you miss a few or you go on a slump, if you've been finding success with that, just let that loss be that loss. But I've won more than I lost, and the strategy worked out. Don't take your strategy and go to another spot and try to run that same play, because that shit might not work at all over there. Like they ain't even jacking that. Period. This setup don't work completely. Now you then lost a few, where you was getting wins at. You then jumped over to QCOM and you try to use the same strategy. But that strategy don't work for QCOM and how that stock moves. You get what I'm saying? So now you just like, man, this bitch don't even work. I was tripping. I don't know why I was trading that. No, you try to apply that to a different stock on a different time frame, this, that, and the other. You might not have a high success rate with that particular stock with it. You heard me? And you only trade that stock because of Twitter. You find out some shit that it moved how I wanted to move. I got a strategy I understand with it. Go back to that one. Now, if you want to do leaps, you go broad. You could go just with the great companies, all right, XYZ. But your day trading, find something that work and fucking stay there in that pocket, bro. Don't go throwing your shit everywhere and all right, it don't work no more. I'm gonna go try to find another strategy. Find out why that bitch not working. Find out why it worked right here and it didn't work there.
Right.
How many times it worked here and didn't work there? Don't go chasing waterfalls and other fucking places saying, I know we say it's candle behavior, but in the same breath, for SPY, the 5 minute might be more privy to have it set up for you versus the 10 minute or the 1 hour. But like I said, you enjoy the 1 hour move, you enjoy the 10-minute move. You gotta stick with that on that particular stock. This one moves faster. NQ, it moves faster. Yes, it moves slower. These are all things that I'm taking note on. You said a few things like, yeah, like the stinky stock shit. There's a truth to that for what you trading. Some people probably enjoy the way Tesla trade. You like, that bit funky because it ain't do what the other stock did when I put my setup on it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's a stinky stock for that setup. So I'm not fucking with it on that setup. You hear me? You have to find works on Tesla if you looking to trade Tesla. If you're looking to trade SPY, you got a few little things you're doing. The inverted hammer might be a SPY thing. The inverted hammer might be a QQQ thing. The inverted hammer might be an IONQ thing. You just gotta find it. You gotta not necessarily put your money into it, but I don't know if they have a way of like sim trading it. When I told you I was doing I'm sim trading the shit, but I'm using my same stop loss, my same everything. I'm treating it the same way just to see if, all right, do I have something here? Do I have something to build off of with these trades I'm gonna take on it? You get what I'm saying? So it's time consuming, but be on the chart every day anyway. Just you looking at something to trade, just kind of just start sticking with a handful of them and seeing what works. At one point, you was telling me you had an A1 setup. Go back to that. Go back to that stock that made you have an A1 setup and milk that bitch for everything it got, bro. And then everything else that I'm unfamiliar with, I'm buying time on it because I don't really be over here like that. So I'm gonna buy some more time on this, but I'm gonna day trade you and I'm gonna milk you. You heard me? You might beat me today, but I'm coming back. I'm gonna milk you. I'm gonna whip you, bro. I might not trade you today because I ain't get my setup. I ain't get the inverted ham. I'm just calling this shit out, but just you know what I'm saying? I ain't get it today, so I'm not trading nothing. You hear me? I ain't got the A1. I ain't trading it. But when you come and give me my A1 setup, I'm taking it. I lost today. I'll be back tomorrow. If you give me the setup again, I'm gonna take that bitch again. You hear me? I'm gonna take it again. Every time you give me the setup, because I know when I win way more than I lost. And then the other shit, I'm buying time on until I figure them out. You hear me? We cool with that?
Good.
All right. Y'all
Straight.
good? We ain't got no other stocks to look at?
We appreciate this.
All
That
right.
was amazing.
Y'all
All right,
have a good
y'all.
Father's Day, bro.
Yeah, happy
Maul lied
Father's Day,
to us, bro.
everybody.
Chill out, man.
Wait, what he say?
Maul lied to us, dog, but it's all
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
man.
Make sure y'all live y'all soft life tomorrow too, bro. Don't
Happy Father's Day to all y'all.
don't overextend y'all. So, all right, fellas.
All right, brother.